Right, I have been working on this little thing here. It's starting to show its age a bit. Needs some TLC. But anyway, I've been thinking for a little while actually. All the half a dozen trucks I've got. I've got nothing with a tag axle. I did have. I don't know if any of you watch my videos regularly, you'll know that on the Cancelled East Church truck I done, that had a rear tag axle, but I didn't like the way it was working on that, so I took it off. I might put it back on at some point, but I took it off and put a normal drive axle on the back again, just to give it that extra bit. Because those of you that know me also know I hate 4x2s. I seem to get stuck everywhere with them. I know a lot of you say, oh I don't, but that's you, it's not me. If you use it on a layout, which is usually in some sort of hall or something where everything's level, yeah, you probably don't. I don't. I use them in the garden and in the front of the house, on the pavement, on the road. Slightest little stone or bump and you lose traction, so I don't like them. I prefer 6x4s. I prefer the twin drive axle, but I thought, just seeing as I've got so many to play with, that just for once I will do something with a tag axle at the rear. So I've converted this to a tag. Need to secure that, but that's another story. Quick thanks to Neil Dawson for chatting to me yesterday, bit of advice, and just let me bang my head against these, and a couple of ideas, and a couple of this and a couple of that, and yeah, apart from that, it's working. It needs, in my opinion, now I don't like exhaust. What am I talking about? Can't even speak the lingo now. I don't like using Tamiya shocks because, let's face it, they're shit. The pink, why pink? I can't never understand. Why didn't they just do them black? But anyway, different story. They're just for show, let's be honest. And they also limit the amount of suspension you'll get, suspension movement, because of, obviously, if you've got something there and it only move that much, then your suspension will only move that much. If you take it off, your suspension will move that much. Common sense, really. But I like the articulation on the back. I like the way it rocks, and so it gives you a bit more stability and drive, rather than risking exhaust. A shock absorber just limiting that, so you lose drive again. But at his suggestion, which actually works on this, I've put two on the front and I've made them a bit longer than standard, so they help the servo lift the back axle. They don't do a bad job actually, but to me the springs are a bit weak. There's two types of springs in Tamiya shocks. There's the black ones, which are very weak, which I believe is on the trailer, but I could be wrong. I'm sure someone will correct me, but seeing as I don't really use them, I don't really know where to go. And then there's the silver ones, which are quite stiff, that go on the front, I believe. Again, someone I'm sure will correct me somewhere down the line, because you need that bit of extra stiffness on the front because of all the weights at the front. But anyway, I changed this has got the black springs in, which are helping, but they're not very manly, if wrong word I know, but they're not beefy enough. They ain't got the oomph. They do help, but they're not. I put the silver ones in and then it's permanently in that position because they're too stiff and they're just pushing that axle up all the time, because the only thing to keep it down is gravity and the weight, but there wasn't none, so it's like that, so I've had to swap them back. But let's turn it on and just show you what I mean. Right, so I don't know if you can pick that up, I'm hoping you can see that. So it's coming up, but give it a little bit extra and it comes up more and then stays there. So I think them springs just need a little bit extra, just slightly stiffer, but literally just slightly. But it's doing the job. It is lifting. I think as you move and hit something it would also help, but just standing still. You can see there is, when it's down you have got a certain amount of suspension, like you usually would. And when it's up, you've got more suspension because you've got the whole of the back. I'm waffling now. Let me get the camera down and show you on a better angle. So as you can see, there's quite a gap there when you just give it that little extra bit of help to get it up. But normal use, it still comes up off the floor. It's still a fair way. Just that, like I say, that little extra push gives it that nice little bit. But I'm sure I'll sort that out at some point. Right, that's it really. That's what I've been up to. I would have filmed it, but I was down in the shed all day yesterday, and I don't think anyone would want to sit there and watch a 9-10 hour video of me putting a servo in the back and making it fit and everything else, even speed it up, so I didn't bother. Right, I think let's grab a trailer from somewhere, some trailer, and give this just a quick run outside and see how it works with and without it lifted and without a trailer. I'll be back in a sec. Well, you'll be straight back. Now I think that is the steering servo rather than a flat battery, because I'm getting some serious servo twitch and that battery's only just been charged. Yeah, I've changed the battery just to see, but fault, it's too high. It's not the fifth wheel, that's the trailer's too high. Just where it's... Right, let's see if we can do it like this. That is with the axle up. As you can see, the axle is up. Axle is now down. All that was with it down, so let's lift it up. Did it come up? Yep. And again, so I think it's definitely that steering servo that's causing these problems. I charged two batteries. They both can't be knackered and flat. Well, I'm getting cold anyway, so I'm going to call that a day. But yes, so it works, as you can see. It still needs a bit of fine tuning, and we will get there at some point. That's definitely interfering with that, both servos. So next job is change the steering servo, I think, and see if we get any different results. Because that's all it can be, because it's one of them Tower Pro thingamajiggy wiggies. But I call that a bit successful anyway.